Hello and welcome to today's mathematics lesson. My name is Anas and I'm a teacher in the International Knowledge School. Before we start the lesson, as usual, we will go through a quick review of the shapes and what we've done in the last few lessons. So first of all, I'm going to draw the shapes. You're going to have to say their name after each shape that I draw, and then you will listen and repeat at the end. Okay, so what's this shape? What's this? Again? Okay. What's this shape? Again? Good. What's this shape? Again? Good. Okay. Last shape. What's this shape? Again? Good. Now again, let's say them and repeat them together, okay? Square. Square. Circle. Circle. Triangle. Triangle. Rectangle. Rectangle. Okay, so these are the shapes that we've studied the last time. Now, we did something else the last time, which is half. Okay, this is whole, and this is half. Okay, so this is whole, this is half. Half. Okay, this is whole, this is half. This is whole, and this is half. Okay, this is whole, and this is half. Now half can be like this or like this. It doesn't really matter. It just means that it's half. Okay, it's not a whole, it's half. Okay, so this is a whole, circle. This is one half, and this is the other, half, half. Here, one. Here, half, half. Okay, so these are halves. Okay, so half square, half circle, half triangle, and half rectangle. Okay, so these are the shapes that we did the last time, and we actually had a homework that we're going to go through right now in the book. Okay, so let's open the page. It was page 63. Okay, draw a line to have each shape. Make each line different. Now remember the last time I told you there are 3 ways you can have a square. Here are they. Or here they are. Okay, so these are the 3 ways you can have a square. I hope it's clear for everyone to see. Okay. I'm not sure if it's clear or not, but alright, do it this way. Good. Okay, so these are 3 ways you can have a square. Okay, like this, and like this. And there's actually one more, which is like the other ones, but not exactly the same. Like this. Which is like this one, but the other way. So these are 4 ways you can have the squares. Okay, so that was the homework. If you did any of these 4 ways, that's great. That's a good job. If you didn't, you can erase what you've done and do it this way. If you think you have a different answer than these 4, you can just send it in the or write it in the comments below, and I'll love to see them. Okay, that's it for the homework. Now we can move on to today's lesson. Now before we move to today's lesson, again, let's go back to halves and wholes. Okay, let me take that away. Okay, so here we have the shapes that we drew a few minutes ago. Oops, that's a rectangle, not a square. And that's a rectangle. Okay, so let's see. So the square, circle, triangle, and rectangle. Now this is a half, this is a half, this is a half, and this is a half. Okay, now these are halves. Now I'm not sure if we have a half of a triangle, but we will do something about that as well. we can take out the triangle so it doesn't confuse us. Okay, so first we have a hole. So this is a hole. Then we have half. So this is a half. This is a hole. These are two halves. So half, half, half. Okay. Now we have something else, which is half of the half, and it's called quarter, or in the book, it's called 1/4. Okay, which is represented by 1 and 4. Okay, we'll draw the shape for that one as well. So here we don't have half and half. No, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equal pieces, and that's called a quarter. Okay, so here it's held a half, and here it's called a quarter. Okay, we can do that here as well. Quarter. These are quarters. Quarter, 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 quarter. What can we do here? Same thing. Quarter. Okay, so we can draw the shape for the quarter like this. Okay, so these are quarters. Okay, just to make it a bit clearer, quarter is 4 pieces of a whole object. So this is a circle, and these are the quarters of a circle. It's the same, but it's cut in quarters, not just half, in quarters. Okay, I will draw 2 examples. Okay, good. Okay, now we have half and quarter. Which one is half? Which one is half of these shapes? Can you guess? That's right. These are halves. Which one is quarter? These are quarters. Okay, so this is a half. These are quarters. And these, or this, is a whole. Whole, or just one. Whole. Okay? But we're not talking about wholes today. We're talking about halves and quarters. Okay? So this is a half, and these are quarters, or quarter. Okay? So we can take that out. This can be done for any shape. So square. So this is half a square. And this is quarter square. So it's the same, but these are halves and these are quarters. Okay, the same thing if we took a square like this and we cut it into quarters. If we took a square like this, we cut it into halves. Halves, quarters. Okay, so that's the difference between these two shapes. So let's go back to the book and finish where we were. Sorry. Okay, so these show whole objects. So remember we said whole objects like 1. These show quarters. Quarters is like 1, 4 quarters. 1/4 is also written as quarter, like this. Okay, so these show whole objects. These are whole, and these are quarters. Quarters. Okay, so whole objects, quarters. Quarters. Okay, so now listen and repeat. Whole objects. Whole objects. Quarters. Quarters. Okay, that's very good. Okay, now let's move on. Now we have to use the colors again. So we can bring on our colors and color these shapes. So let's see what colors I have here. Yellow fell. We don't use yet white, so we'll take the white out. Yellow again. Okay, so let's see how we can color these shapes. Color quarter of each shape. So we can just color the quarter, each quarter with a different color. So I'll go with green, red, orange, and brown. And I'll use that for all the shapes, but I'll color them in different ways. So we'll color this quarter in brown, I think this is. Yeah, this is brown. Okay, try not to go outside of the lines and color with me. And we'll color this one orange. Of course, you can use whatever color you like. You don't have to use exactly the same colors I'm using. And that will give your book its own unique touch that you've given it, which will be different from mine. And that's great. Variety is good. And this one green. Okay, so these are 4 quarters. Now again, of course the book says color 1 quarter, but I want to color each quarter with a different color, and that is, in my opinion, much nicer. So this is a quarter, color 1, and then this one red, so it doesn't look exactly the same as the other one. Again, be careful not to go outside of the lines, because that would make it look much nicer. Okay, and then this quarter, and then the last one is brown. Okay, now I'm going to change the colors that I have. Let's see what other colors I can get. Okay, let's see what other colors I have. Okay, I'm going to use purple, well, red again, silver, and, well, yellow. These 4 colors are nice. Okay, so next up we color this one. Again, any color is fine. I just chose to change the color so it doesn't look dull with the same colors over and over again. Take your time coloring them. You don't have to do it as fast as I am. You can take your time doing it. Just pause the video and take your time coloring each shape, and make sure you color the boxes or the circles correctly and fill them. Don't leave any gaps, but don't go outside of the lines. Okay, let's color this one. This one's red. That looks nice. And then maybe gray here. This can be gray or silver. Purple on the top. And then the last color is yellow. Okay, now we can change the colors. Let's see what other colors I can get. I want the blue one as well. Okay, let's see what colors I got. Okay, pink, blue, light green, and black. Okay, that's good. So these 4 colors. I'll start with pink. This looks nice. Okay, blue, my favorite color. Navy, I think this is called navy blue, but to me they're all blue. Just like the shade, it looks nice. Okay, and then green or light green. And then black. And black looks very strong. Okay, that's great. Okay, now I'll choose random colors from the ones I have here. Okay, got random ones. Okay, so we got blue first. The blue isn't random, I'll admit that, because I really like it. It was the reason I was changing colors actually. So here, red, then brown, and then purple. Okay, great. I'll color the last ones with the same colors as well. So blue, red, and brown. And I'll leave the last one white, so that gives it a bit of a variety as well. Okay, so these are the colors for the quarters. So color quarter of each shape. We colored each quarter in a different color, so just to know the difference between the quarters. So quarter, 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 quarter with different colors. Okay, now here, draw lines to quarter each shape. Now we're going to draw lines to make each shape quarter. I'm going to ask you to pause the video, draw lines to quarter them, and then play the video again and do them with me. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video. Okay, so if you pause the video and you play it again, let's check. So this is a quarter for square. Quarter, 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 exactly like here. As for the circle, this is a quarter. So you notice it's two halves, half and half, and they make quarters. Okay, this one. Could actually look better if you use a ruler. I didn't. Okay, now for this one, there are two ways you can do this. You can do it like this, or you can do it like this. So let's see, half, first doing half, right? Or actually we can just do this, and this. So halves have 4 pieces, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4. In case the lines are not clear, I'm going to do this so it's not reflected by the light. So these are all quarters. Okay, that's great. Now here, find the wholes, halves, and quarters. Draw a line from each shape to match. So we're going to match these words, whole, half, quarter, to these shapes. Okay, so which one is whole? No, 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 yes. So here this is a whole. Just connected with the line to make it a whole. Which one is half? Half, well, this looks like a half. Half a lemon, yeah. Now half, no, no, no. Quarter, this is a quarter of an onion. This is a quarter of a watermelon. Okay, so let's listen and repeat. Whole, whole, half, half, quarter, quarter. Great, so these are the shapes. Match each quarter shape to make a whole. So we want to match these small shapes with these big shapes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 small shapes and 1, 2, 3, 4 big shapes. Okay, so let's match each of them together. Let's start with this one. No, no, no. It seems to be here, but you need to rotate it, right? So if you rotate this, it's actually with the circle. So here, together. It's triangle. No, no. Finish this one, so no. Yes. So this is the same, but you have to rotate it again. So this is a triangle. Okay. Square. No. Yes. Well, you don't have to rotate this one, so already a square. Last one is rectangle. So you have to rotate it again, the same thing. Rotate it and it fits right here. Okay, so that's it for this lesson. Remember, these are called quarters. And in the previous lesson, they were called halves. So we have a whole, half, quarter. Okay, so whole is 1 piece, half is 2 pieces, quarter is 4 pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, great. That's it for today's lesson. Now let's go for the homework. And it's on page 72. Okay, match the shapes to their name. So here we have square, rectangle, triangle, and circle. We have to match these shapes with the names. So for example, square, this is a square, and we just match it this way. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something new today, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.